Family. Today's review, we are going to do a review of the gloves, the gauntlets, the boots, which I have down here, and the belt. As far as the jacket and the pants go, we're going to do it in a separate video, and we're going to actually take that outside. As David mentioned, and I have to agree, lighting means a lot, and so we're going to take it outside because that's when you guys are going to be wearing it the most. I mean, especially if you bought it for a motorcycle suit, you're not going to be riding a motorcycle inside, so it's a given that. So I want you to see the way the sunlight hits off this, and hopefully it'll take away that duct tape look that some of the reviews have. Because I mean, I can kind of see the comparison here, but when you're looking at it up close, it doesn't. I mean, the detail is impressive enough to where it doesn't look like duct tape. You know, when you're looking at it, maybe in the film, on film and on the pictures, I can see how you can get that. But as far as the muscle armor goes, I've had this wrapped up for the last week on my mannequin. My mannequin is shaped to my dimensions, so I wanted it. So it actually is. It's pretty tight on there. So really, it formed pretty nicely. When I first got it out of the box, according to David, it was 10 days from the warehouse to when I received it. So 10 days of being compressed flat. I mean, you saw in the last video how packed in that box it was. So now I've got it wrapped up. It is nice and formed. Whether or not it brought out the details, I don't know. I can't say it did. But I think I got lucky. I mean, some of these guys I know were really upset, and justifiably so. There are some errors in some of the paint, and I'll show you guys some of that stuff. But as far as, you know, the overall look of it, I'm satisfied. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm happy with it. So anyways, we're gonna do the review for the pants and the jacket outside. So I want you guys to see the light. Luckily, we got a nice day out, so you'll see exactly how it's gonna look. And so we'll get started with the gauntlets. We'll get started with the gloves first. We'll leave the gauntlets on there, and we'll show you guys the boots up first. And so right here we have the gloves. Okay, unfortunately for me, because my luck is just terrible in everything in life, if you guys notice here, these are both right-handed gloves, and that's an honest mistake. I imagine they were shipping these out, you know, trying to hit that deadline. Like I said, the deadline was September 30th, and I got mine on September 29th. So I'm not too mad about it. I mean, it is annoying, yes, but I mean, it's a fix. I emailed him here, and he has yet to get back to me. It's been a week, so hopefully, I know New York Comic Con was this weekend, so hopefully he takes care of it in this next week, and I have it by Halloween. I'm not going to hold my breath on that though. So these are the gauntlets. Just trying to see if I can get some of this detail in there. Here, I'll hold it down. So the one thing that I'll say is disappointing is the painting. You can see just how none of it's in the lines. You know, they're focused up for me. You know, it looks like they rushed it. You know, that's frustrating. You know, as far as what it's made for, I mean, this is motorcycle gear, you know, but at the same time, these gauntlets cost me $250. So regardless of what they're used for, I don't think it's too much to ask to have paint that's, you know, even and nice. You know, I mean, I can buy motorcycle gloves for $15. If I wanted cheaply made, you know, half-ass paint job, then I would have gone for a $15 pair of gloves. But these are $250, and so that adds to a little bit of the frustration. As far as the quality, they feel great. You know, the leather is, you know, is up to par with what I would expect for leather motorcycle gloves. They got a good texture to it. They're not incredibly thin. Let's see if I can show you there. They are lined on the inside. These are medium, by the way, and they, you know, they're. I don't know. I don't know if I can justify $250 pair of gloves. They're great. I've never bought gloves that were $250, so I don't have anything to compare them to. So what I can only thing that I could justify it is that the materials. I mean, they're 100% leather, so so yeah, you know what you're getting as far as quality goes, and the actual materials. It's just where they lose me is the paint. The stitching is done well. I looked at. There's no rip seams. Everything is stitched flawlessly. It's just I don't know if they had some guy, maybe these gloves are painted on a Monday morning. So so I don't know what it is, but as far as the gloves go, they could be painted better. But as far as the materials go, they are excellent and they feel great and they fit well to my hand. So yeah, they're nice. Like I said, these are the mediums, and they feel good on hand. So we'll see. Hopefully in the wintertime they'll keep me nice and warm. We got Halloween coming up, and in Ohio, these tend to get down to 50 degrees. So I'll be wearing this, trick or treating with my daughter, and so it'll be nice and warm out there. So the next thing we're gonna do is for the gauntlets. Now I kept these on the mannequin. Now the gauntlets, I had the same issue with the paint. Now you see here, the paint's rubbing off. Again, for $250, to me, that's unacceptable. As far as the materials go, I mean, I like them. I'm happy with them. I haven't seen some of the other ones that I know people have said are really good, so I don't have anything to compare them to. But as far as overall quality, they feel great. YKK zippers on everything, which is kind of the leading industry standard for quality zippers. Muscle form. This is padded, but as you can see, it's just the paint is subpar, and that's, to me, unacceptable when you're paying for $250 pair of gauntlets. I mean, they justify it in the materials, which I respect that, and I respect that this isn't costume. I understand that, but I just don't think it's too much to ask to have it painted with a little bit more care. So as far as the flaws in the suit go, it seems to be kind of the trend. It's not the materials that's bad. Everything's great. It's just the paint. So here we're gonna look at some of these boots. Now these boots, again, great detail. I love the way the detail is in the bottom here. The steel toe. The paint actually as far as both the boots go, the paint, it's painted on there flawlessly for mine. So I'm happy with that as far as the boots go. I did notice, I think it was Adam Prince, he showed his having a little bit of a paint on a smudge, and I believe it's these ones right here, or these had the same thing. So that's something you want to pay attention to. They got paint on the boots, and again, I think it's going to be a trend kind of going throughout this suit. It's just the paint. I think the quality control was lacking because they were more worried about their deadline than they were about making sure the paint was done, as far as what they showed on their website. So here's the boots. Again, stitching, everything is flawless. I haven't found a flaw in anything so far. Leather looks good. They're great feel to them. Fit is done good for me. They fit perfect. Both boots do. I know some guys are having problems with sizing. Maybe a little bit. One of them was a little bit bigger in the calf, but as far as from the ankles down, everything fit really nicely. And so, yeah, I'm happy with the boots. I would definitely justify spending the money for the boots. I haven't seen a better pair personally. They got great detail to them. They got the nice armor, and now that they've been out for a week, they're unflattened, so I'm happy with them. So those are the boots, and now we come to the belt. Now the belt, same thing. I hate to be I'm not trying to be one of the Bash brothers and sit there and bash UD Replicas, but look at that overspray, and bitch, I don't know. You know, this is, as far as the belt buckle goes, if you look at it, it is, you know, it's further to the right as far as the square goes. You know, they and it looks like it was kind of, I don't know if it was Sharpied on, but materials, I love the hybrid, the metal hybrid. Everything feels real good, and it's real sturdy. It's a great feeling belt, you know. I did notice, and I recommend, if you guys got the suit, to go and look over your snaps. And what I mean is these snaps right here, you can kind of see that some of mine are scratched, and it's not because it came that way, it's because I had to go back with my own riveter and squeeze the snaps back because they came out. Again, you're paying a lot of money for that. I think that's unacceptable. I think it should come fully assembled with the snaps fully snapped. You know, that was a problem I had. I went through, and there were several of them that were they weren't snapped properly or completely. See how this is these crimped in? I mean, I wasn't worried about the being scratched up because you don't even see it. I was more worried about it just not falling off, you know. So I said in the last video I'd measure them for you. Here is a this is a Batarang made by Big Hero Vince, and we're gonna go ahead and try and see if we can fit that in one of these pouches. It doesn't fit all the way down. I mean, it holds it, you know, but it doesn't fit as far as it deep inside there. I have a ruler here that to measure that, and so I'm gonna go ahead and go straight over. And I measured earlier, it was 2 3/4, and then as far as depth goes, it was about 3.5. And get it to focus here, about 3.5. And as far as width goes, it was about 3/4 of an inch. And I'm pulling it, so, but if you go for it as far as the measurements, it's about 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 by 3.5 by, I believe it was 2 3/4, or maybe even 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. Then you know, so run with that, which, you know, if you guys have anything else that you want to put in there. I'm recording this on my phone, so I can't stick my phone in there, as far as to give you an idea of what kind of phone would fit in there. But I don't think, I mean, nowadays cell phones are built like tablets, so I don't think you'd have a prayer to get that in there. So at the end of the day, what would I buy? I would buy the boots and the gauntlets. I would buy everything. I mean, it's just, you just have to be willing, I guess, to accept that there's paint flaws, which some people aren't unwilling to accept, and understand that this is a custom-made motorcycle gear. This isn't a costume. So, you know, some of these flaws are something that maybe I can fix. I know I can, and I plan to, and I intend. But each one of them was $250. So that's not 250. That's I don't know. I have a hard time being okay with that. So I would have rather them I mean, what is it, an extra half hour to make sure they paint inside the lines? I mean, my daughter's 4, she can do that. So so that's my review for the boots, gauntlets, and the belt. Let's go ahead and get it backwards. I forgot to do this. Let's go ahead and get a back shot of the belt. Turn this mannequin over. We got a pretty standard 3-buckle system. This is, I believe, this was the medium size belt. Or no, this is a small. Let's see. That was a small belt. So on the small belt, that fit me pretty well. I think I was buckled here. So even on the small, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lengths of measurement. So, I wear a size 32-inch pants, so I would roll with that as far as the what you wear. So, anyways, we're gonna take this outside and we're gonna go ahead and see how it looks.